All right, this is Lynn with Lynns Hangouts, and we're here tonight at the Fountains in Roseville watching the always fun band Push. And tonight we cornered Mike Wildermuth, one of the guitarists of the band, before the show started. So thanks, Mike, for hanging out with us tonight.
You're welcome.
Oh, very cool, very cool. And it's packed here. I have never seen the Fountains this packed.
I've never been here, so I don't know what it's usually like. There's a lot of people.
Yeah, I usually can park somewhere here. I am way down there, and so they're all here to see you. So very exciting, very exciting. So let's get right on to your interview then.
Okay.
So you were raised in upstate New York and acquired an interest in music at a young age.
Yes, I was.
Cool. So how young and what type of music and instruments?
Well, I was in elementary school, probably 5th grade, when I started playing trumpet.
Oh, wow.
My next door neighbor was a music school teacher.
Okay.
And his son was my best friend, and he played drums, and so that's how I started music, just with trumpet.
Oh, very cool.
And then from there I progressed to playing guitar a few years later.
Oh, okay.
I still played trumpet.
Very cool.
I would say back in my late teens in high school, we had several bands that we started. They were soul music at the time, like Sam and Dave.
Nice. Very cool.
Wilson Pickett. And bands like that because of the horns. We had horn sections, so I could play trumpet in it and then play guitar and other stuff with rock and roll stuff.
Yeah, very cool, very fun. So might we see some trumpet in Push at some time in the future?
Oh, possibly sometime, but right now it's not on the venue.
It's not on the venue, yeah.
Right now we have Rhonda play saxophone.
Oh.
So if I did brush up on my trumpet, we might have a good brass section.
Oh, I'm thinking that could be really interesting.
Yeah.
That'd be very fun.
I think
very
so.
Cool. Well, back to when you were talking about some other bands that you're in. You had told me that you started several garage bands, which ranged from, like you said, soul to the blues to country and to rock and roll. Did your garage bands entertain at any venues, or did they stay in the garage?
No. The first band I started was actually a cellar band. And I remember the first band, we named it the Cellar Rats.
That's awesome.
And
I love
it was
it.
a pretty cool band, and we were just getting started. But no, we played venues, but they were small. They were church organization venues, high school dances, private parties even for kids who were having parties.
That's awesome. So it must have been really fun to get out and do that, and kind of exciting, be up there on stage.
It's been a long time for me since I did it, because after I graduated high school, I gave it up for like 30 years.
Oh wow.
And I started playing again about 10 years ago.
Oh, really? Okay, so then I was going to ask you, you moved to the Sacramento area. Is that when you picked it up again? After you moved here?
Only about 10 years ago. I was here for 30 years before I started.
Oh,
so,
okay.
or 25 years before I started up again. So.
Well, how did you not play for that long? Wouldn't that have just drove you crazy?
Well, I would pick up a
you know?
guitar now and then and just strum a little bit here and there, but never got serious about it.
Okay.
And one day I just decided I wanted to play again. So I bought myself some decent stuff and got back into it and found a group of guys like most people do, and have had this band. Actually, there's 2 of us in there that are original members, myself and Mike Murphy, the bass player.
Oh, nice.
And we've been together for about 10 years doing it.
Very cool.
And we've had other changes for the best, actually, to get the band where it's at now.
Very cool. Oh, it's so rocks. I love it.
Thank you.
And Rhonda just is amazing for your lead vocalist. Yes, and she's so beautiful tonight.
Yeah,
can't wait to take those videos.
Her husband's right behind you, so you better say that.
Yeah. You can pay me later. He doesn't even look.
No.
That's funny. So, how did you pick the name Push? Is there a story behind that?
No, there isn't. The only story I can tell you behind that is everybody couldn't agree on band names previous to this name.
Okay.
We had several names in the works, and we performed with several different names, but we ended up with Push.
That's awesome. I love it.
Unanimous decision with everybody.
Very cool. And you thought, okay, that's it, because everybody says yes.
Yes.
And I love that it's all caps. That makes it unique. So very cool. Very cool. So you talked about the trumpet and the guitar. Do you play any other instruments?
I can play a little bit of keyboard, but very little. Okay. And most guitar players can hit on the bass somewhat. You know,
true.
So, and that's pretty much it.
Yeah. So your real love is the guitar.
Yeah.
You're so good at it. I love watching you. I love you and Scott get going there. It's really fun.
When we get warmed up and get on a roll, we're pretty good.
Yeah, you are. That's for sure. So, well, what do you think about the musical talent in the Sacramento area, say, as compared to upstate New York?
Well, in upstate New York, so young at the time, I really didn't get around to clubs or anything. I was never really old enough to, and
that's true.
So I'm not real familiar with anybody except right around my hometown and stuff. And there are some good players, you know, but this outshines from what I know from back there. So,
yeah. From what I'm learning too, I talk with people that live in other cities, that we do have a lot of talent here in Sacramento, more so than some other cities.
I can see it's gotten better and better over the years since I've been here.
It's amazing, huh?
Yeah.
There's a lot of good talent. So, well, is there anything else you'd like to say to Lynns Hangouts and to your fans?
Come and see Push Play anytime.
Absolutely.
We have a website. It's pushsacramento.com.
Yeah.
And I'll have a list of all our shows.
Yeah, and you guys do gig a lot.
And we do gig a lot.
You dig a lot, so
we got
you're
some
out
good
there.
bookings, which is good for me.
Yeah,
So-
very cool, very cool. Well, thank you so much for the wonderful interview. Let's go rock.
That sounds good to me.
All right,
Time
thank
to
you,
play.
Mike.